You want to be a photographer, a famous fashion designer for the celebs, the top real estate agent in your city. So why are you leading with where you are instead of leading with who you are? Here are 3 mind hacks that will help you get from here to there. Let's talk it out. Scene. You're at the grocery store and you're standing in the line, and here comes the question, so what do you do? Oh, I work at the post office. I'm just a teacher at the high school. I work at the bank. Nothing wrong with any of those things. But when you say them, do you say them out of a place of fulfillment? Are you happy? Is this your lifelong dream? And there's nothing wrong with being a teacher, especially in these days that we're in right now. So that's where you are. But that's not where you want to be. That's why you're watching this video. Or you could be watching it just because. But listen, that's where you are. That's not where you want to be, right? So lead with who you are. If you are called to be a fashion designer, if you are called to be a photographer, if you're called to be the top real estate agent in your city, and that's something that's burning in you, it's something you think about every day, then that is who you are. That is what you have to lead with in order to get there. It doesn't matter if you are a teacher at a high school with the dream to be a fashion designer. You are a fashion designer who just happens to be working at a school right now. So you ask, well, how do I do that? Well, for example, before there was a book and an album, and my other book, Let's Talk It Out, and I have another single out there, Let Me Be, download and stream it. I used to tell people I was a recording artist and an author. I did. I used to say it all the time when they would ask me what I did. Even though I was substitute teaching at a high school, and I was also taking care of my dad, when I wasn't subbing, I was taking care of him. When I wasn't taking care of him, which was rare, I would go and substitute at schools. He's gone now. Rest in peace, Daddy. And I would tell them I'm a recording artist. And yes, they would give me looks. Well, you got music out there? You got music on iTunes? No, not yet. I'm in the process of making that. Or you got books out there? No, not yet, but I'm writing. And so I would lead with who I was. You have to be there before you get there, okay? It's a mind thing. It's your mind's going to take you where you set your intentions. Your mind will take you there. Mindsets will take you to a place, and mindsets will also keep you in a place, okay? So the first thing you're going to have to do is lead with that. Who cares if you have the evidence or the proof? You are training yourself to lead with who you are because that is where you are wanting to go. Number 2, you're going to have to embody and embrace being a photographer. That means if I was to follow you around throughout the day, I should be able to tell that you truly want to be and know who you are, and that is a photographer. I don't care if you work at the post office. That's your side job. That's your side gig. And what we do is we say, oh, I work at the post office, but I do photography on the side. You will always do photography on the side because you're always making the post office your main place. That's where you're setting your intentions and your thoughts, because you are limiting yourself because I don't have the money yet. I have to finish school, or I don't have the right connections, or I don't have the right degrees or the experience. Sweetheart, it's all here. It's all here in the mind. So you have to embody and embrace photography. So if I was to meet you and I saw you on the street, I should see you either studying photography. If I came to your house, I should see books. I should see you looking on the internet, looking at other famous photographers and looking at angles and looking at different lenses to be able to come in agreement with you. Wow, you are a photographer. Wow. And you work at the post office on the side. You go, you take a break from being a photographer to go work at the post office. That's your side job. Embody, embrace it. It's like a woman saying she's a mother, and she's always talking about little Henry and what he did at school and how funny he was and what the teacher said about what he did, but you never see her with little Henry. You peep her car, there's no car seat in there. You look in her house, there's no rooms with any toys. Maybe he's a college student. Maybe he's off at college. There's no college proof anywhere. She's always out with her friends. She's out late at night. You never see her with little Henry. You would think that something was off with her. But she keeps saying, I'm a mother. I'm a mother. Now, you keep saying, I'm a photographer. I'm a photographer. That's great. That's number one. But number two, you have to put action behind it. We have to be able to see it. People would see me writing in my room for 10 hours a day. They would try to come visit me, come see me. But in that season, I was writing. You will see me in the studio. You would see me writing songs, even though there was no physical proof or nothing had come to fruition yet. But I had to embody it, and so do you. You have to embody that you are a photographer. You are that real estate agent that is always succeeding, correct? Number three, if you've been following me at all, you already know what's coming next. You have to finish it. That means closing out something that is just not working, whether that's relationships, a place, a position. Close that out, finish that so you can start what you're supposed to be working on, or finish what you've already started. That is number three. You have to complete it. You have to finish it. It doesn't matter if you have the money. I didn't have the money when I started all my projects. I didn't have all the stuff that I needed, but it came to me. I attracted it. Okay. I manifested it because I embodied it. And that's what you have to do. Once you do that, the resources will come to you. The people will come to you. The opportunities will come to you. If you only knew the things that I had to deal with in bringing all of my dreams, to pass, you would be shocked. Okay. And I think I wrote about it in Finish It. Yes, I did. So those are my 3 mind hacks. Number 1, lead with who you are, not with where you are, because you'll stay there. I want you to also embody and embrace it. It doesn't matter if you have the proof. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what looks you get from people. Okay. They're going to stay where they are, but you're trying to move somewhere else. Okay. And number 3, you're going to finish it regardless of what comes against you. Commit to the role. I don't care if you have to walk around with a fake camera around your neck. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what looks you get from people. Commit to the role. When the lights are off and the curtains close, everyone else is still being who they are. That's great. But you stay in the role. And it's not something that you're acting either. It's something that you truly are. Commit to it and finish it. Okay, so you can go to my website, iamdorian.com, for all of your encouraging fitness wear and apparel. You can also follow me on all the social media outlets. And don't just subscribe and share and tag and like, do that. But also apply what you have learned today, commit to it, and finish it. I can't see you, so see me later.